About 2 weeks ago, we just passed the 1-year anniversary for Apex Legends, so I figured now is as good a time as any to take a trip down memory lane and check out 8 of the rarest skins in Apex Legends. It's been pretty crazy for the past couple weeks with all like the leaks and Revenant stuff and Sentinel gameplay and map changes and this whole stupid wolf escapade. So now that all of that's settled down, I figured it would be fun to go back through and check out some really rare skins that I've really never seen in game and you probably have really never seen in game. But if you do own these, or if you have seen them, please let me know in the comments. That way I can kind of gauge for myself a level of rarity for them, because it's very difficult to quantify how rare an item is. So when I was going through this, I really took 2 different things into account. I took into account the player base around the time that the skin launched, and just kind of the whole context of like the game when that skin was implemented in, and also my own personal experience, how many I've seen, and asking my friends how many they've seen. And in that way I was able to at least somewhat quantify how rare these skins were. Right off the bat, as soon as we get into this first one, I can almost guarantee that you've never seen it. I have about 4,000 matches in the game, and I don't think I've ever seen a single one of these. So let's get right into that. So this is the Wattson Warrior Empress skin, which was sold during the Iron Crown event for probably a pretty exorbitant amount of money. And when this skin came out was around when Wattson was released, so I could understand why not a lot of people bought it, because she probably didn't really have a solid player base at the time. In addition to that, the Iron Crown event was also really the first like big skin event where you had to like deal out a large sum of money to get skins like this. Honestly, really like this skin. If it came into the game now, I would 100% buy it. Just the shoulder pads and the scarf and like the emeralds on it are really awesome. It's a beautiful skin, but one that I've never seen in the game. In fact, until I was researching this video, I had never even seen it. Now, the next one that we're going to get into is probably the most highly demanded skin in the entire game. I see this on the subreddit all the time, and I've actually seen probably 6 or 7 of these in game, usually on the person who kills me, because the people who have them are often very sweaty Wraith mains. But this is the Wraith Airship Assassin, and this was a store exclusive off the Void Specialist skin, and it came out very close to the launch of the game, so a lot of people either didn't have the Void Specialist skin, or they were just kind of like, well, why am I gonna dish out tons of money for this skin if you know, I'm not gonna be playing this game for a while. So it's understandable why a lot of people don't have it, but as I said, a lot of people really want this skin to come back into the store because people love this recolor. I personally like the Void Specialist skin a lot, but this skin is pretty awesome. I would buy it if it were in the store. Moving on to number 3 though, the Bangalore Outlands skin. And in my opinion, other than the Halloween skin for Bangalore, this is the best skin for her. Now, this skin came out in the store during the first season, and it cost 1,000 Apex coins, which really isn't that bad when you're thinking about the price that we're spending now on skins. So looking back, I really don't know why that many people didn't buy it then. I will say though that the player base was at an all-time low right around when season 1 dropped, just because it was so lackluster. There was so little content that was in it that a lot of people just kind of dropped the game because they felt like they didn't really have anything to work towards. I don't have this skin, but I would definitely buy it. As a previous Bangalore main, it kind of sucks that we don't have many good Bangalore skins, so I wish that they would do something like this again. Please Respawn, help the Bangalore mains out. Next though, we're gonna look at this Trophy Hunter Caustic skin. Now, I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of these skins, but not a whole lot. I personally think that this is one of the coolest Caustic skins. It looks like he has all like polar bear fur on or something. He's got like big teeth around his waist. Also, if you look on his shoes, he has like the snow spikes. So I think this would be a great skin to bring back into the store for World's Edge. I think they should have done it a while ago, but this is to this day one of the rarest skins, especially for Caustic. I can't think of a more exclusive Caustic skin than this. So if you have this skin for him, I'm jealous, 1. and 2, that's awesome, because we may never see it again. Here at the 5th skin that we're talking about, we have the Mirage Snake Charmer skin. And now this is only an epic, but for some reason on just about every list imaginable that you could look up on the internet, this is said to be one of the rarest skins, and I'm not entirely sure why. This was in the same store set as the Bangalore's Outland skin, and this one was also selling for 1,000 Apex coins. So I'm not entirely sure why it's so rare. Again, I'm probably just gonna say that at the time when this came out, the player base was at an all-time low, and Mirage likely wasn't a very chosen legend, and he still isn't because Respawn refuses to buff him even though he needs it more than any other legend. But that's a whole nother video in and of itself. But if you look at his goggles where he has like the red eyes or fangs or whatever those are, I think this is a pretty cool skin. I wouldn't buy it if it were in the store, but I'm sure a lot of people would now. But regardless of that, this is hailed as one of the rarest skins for Mirage. Coming in after that though, we have the Octane Redshift skin, and these are in no particular order of rareness. I think these are all on a pretty similar level of exclusivity, but this Octane skin is also in very high demand. It's up there with the Airship Assassin skin. Now, this skin dropped very shortly after Octane was in the game. I think it was maybe a week after they put him in the game. So not many people got their hands on it, and it's just one of those skins that, you know, when you see it in a match, you really like remember it. It really sticks with you. I've seen a couple people who have it. Now, this is an upgrade from the El Diablo skin and is an incredibly nice recolor. I love the gold and the red and his scarf. It all just looks so cool, and in my opinion is the coolest Octane skin. I obviously would still rock my Rudolph skin over it, or even the Cloctane one, but definitely the nicest recolor for Octane, and I would say one of the nicest recolors in the game in general. At number 7 though, we have this really cool skin for Bloodhound. This is the Bloodhound Great Winter skin, which you upgrade from the Imperial skin, and again up there with the Wraith Airship Assassin. This was one of the first recolors in the game. Not many people had the Imperial Warrior skin, and so this was a really rare find, and even more so now than it was then. This is an incredibly rare and exclusive skin. I don't think I've ever seen this in a match, but I know there are some people out there who do have it. I've seen a lot of streamers rock it, but other than that, I don't think I've really seen it in the game at all. Similar to the Caustic Trophy Hunt skin, I think this one would go really well with the color scheme of World's Edge, so I wish that they would bring it back for that, but I think Respawn's pretty content with leaving a lot of these skins as kind of like heirlooms of the past, if that makes sense, letting people who have them keep that exclusivity status. And last but not least, we have this absolutely hideous Wraith skin that I would 100% rock on my Wraith. We have the Flashpoint skin, which you can upgrade from Gremlin Wraith. I think the reason that this one is so exclusive is because it's hideous. This was in the store pretty well into the game, so really all of the players who were on Wraith knew that Wraith was going to be the biggest character, so they just didn't buy this skin because they thought it looked bad, but I personally would absolutely rock this. It gives me like really like Portal vibes, which I'm totally down with. So that's all 8 of these skins. Let me know if you guys have any of these, and let me know which one is your favorite. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. So if you do want to see one on skins or on badges or something like that, feel free to like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I'll be back at you guys again tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna be doing a hiding spot / climbing spots for East and West Fragment, so get hyped for that. That's all the content I have for you guys for right now. So until next time, take it easy.